Hi guys, and welcome to Zep Collector 98. Today's video is going to be the highlight of the year because I will be doing a demonstration on a fruit that I've wanted to try ever since I got interested in fruits and growing plants. And that fruit is the yellow dragon fruit, also known as the pitaya. This fruit is exclusive to Ecuador and sometimes Colombia, but this is a very rare fruit that not many people can say they've tried because exportation to the US is very difficult, but recently it's been allowed. So I was very excited to find this fruit. They came in at $6 a piece, which is a little expensive, but I've never tried it before, so I was willing to pay that price just to try this fruit. This fruit is very rare and it's not easy to find in any way, but what's cool about it is this fruit actually has thorns on it. You see each of these little green nodes right here. Usually they have thorns or spikes on them, but they'll kind of pick them off before they send them out to the consumer because obviously they don't want them getting injured. But without further ado, I'm going to start cutting right into this because I can't wait to try it. I did look for fruits that had the green stems growing on them because I wanted to try and propagate them. I didn't have a very good selection, but I did find a few that I'm going to try and grow and propagate myself. I do have two of them, so we'll see. I have different variations. I'm going to start cutting right into it, guys. That's what the inside looks like. Very white and kind of clear see-through. I was not expecting it to look like that, actually. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the other video, but I have had the Frankie's red or orange variety of dragon fruit when I was in Hawaii. That one is a wild variety that I believe did originate in Hawaii itself. I have a cutting of that growing right now. It's living. It's not growing super great right now, but it's also winter time. So that fruit, I will try and remember. Hopefully I'll be able to compare the flavor and the sweetness level to this itself, and I'll let you guys know. Supposedly this one is the sweetest of all varieties too. I don't know what makes it different. I know it has a higher Brix level supposedly, which is measuring how sweet the fruit is itself. But as you can see here, I just made a little slit in the skin and I'm going to peel it off, and it just comes off super nice like that. Look at that. Now you have a giant piece of fruit right here and you can just slice it up. I know some people like to scoop it out. It's really a matter of preference, but I find that this is the easiest because you will not lose any flesh on the skin itself. So I'm going to just cut off a slice right here. These seeds are actually pretty large compared to the other varieties of dragon fruits. Maybe twice or three times the size actually. So this is a close-up right here. And let's go for it. Wow. The flavor is very mild, I will say. There's not a whole lot of distinct taste. It's very sweet, but yeah, the flavor is mild. There's not a whole lot of that there. It does have a little bit of that dragon fruit taste to it. Not a whole lot. The red varieties have more of that present, but you know, actually though, that Frankie's red was sweeter than this one right here, which I am shocked actually. I thought this one would be sweeter. And that one also had more of that dragon fruit aftertaste, those notes that really give that flavor to it. This one's just so mild, but very sweet. Again, not sweeter than the Frankie's red. It's a good fruit. You know, I am actually a little disappointed. I thought it would be better than that. Maybe I just didn't get a fully ripe one. I don't know. But then again, it's still very delicious, and I find it hard to eat sometimes the other varieties of dragon fruit, like the regular ones in the store, just because they're not sweet at all. They do have a lot of flavor, but they're more bitter and tart, I would say. So I think this one is definitely more easy to eat in one sitting. I do like the crunch of the seeds though, that's for sure. They're not hard in any way. You guys are probably thinking, oh, you're throwing away all those good seeds that you can try and grow. Well, you know, I have the rest of this and a whole other fruit right here. So, okay, well, I'm going to be measuring the Brix level with my refractometer now. Okay, so the refractometer is an instrument that measures the Brix levels or the sugar levels of a liquid. A lot of times diabetics will use this instrument just to make sure that their blood sugar levels are stable or at an appropriate level. But also fruit growers, sometimes people who grow grapes will use this as well to determine how sweet their grapes are for winemaking. There's several different varieties of this instrument. I got this one right here. This is a digital one. I know sometimes you'll have one that's like a little cylinder and you'll look up at the sunlight and that'll help you determine the Brix level that way. But refractometer gets its name because it uses the light to use diffraction, and that's how it determines the sugar levels of the contents that the liquid is that's on the little lens right here. So I have a little pipette right here, and I'm gonna hopefully get a good reading off of this. I haven't used it in a while, but for a good measure right here, I've read that some people have had Brix levels of 21 to 23 for this fruit, so we shall see if we get that reading as well. So I will turn it on right here, let it boot up, zero it out, and I will put this droplet on here right here, and I will hit read. Well, I'm not getting a reading at all. 18.6. So it is slightly less sweet or below the average of the fruit, which was 21 again. I might try this other one right here just to compare it. So maybe that explains why it wasn't overly sweet. I thought the fruit would be sweeter, but again, it's kind of cool just to see. So I will show you guys this reading right here, 18.6. Hopefully you can see it without me spilling the liquid. Actually, I'm going to wipe this off. I get these special tissues right here that are meant to clean these lenses right here without scratching them, but the reading, 18.6 right there. So yeah, and this instrument is properly calibrated too, so it should be pretty good. But I might post in the comment section below what I get for the other fruit right here, and also if I happen to sell these seeds, I might sell them on eBay or something like that. I will also post a link in the description of the video if I happen to decide to do that. And I'll keep you guys updated too on these seeds or the little kind of plant pieces that were growing on these right here to see if they grow or not. I'll let you guys know, and thank you for watching.